You walk into a hostel room. At 1 a.m., it's dark. Everyone's sleeping. You finally find your bed, but someone's backpack is on it. What do you say? If your first thought is, "Excuse me, can I sleep here?" You're about to sound like a total beginner. And here's the thing. The phrase itself isn't wrong. It's grammatically correct, but it makes you sound like you're asking permission to exist. Like you're a lost kid. Today, we are fixing that. We are giving you the phrases that make you sound relaxed, respectful, and like you've done this 100 times before. Hey everyone, welcome to Speak Like a Native. I'm Maya.
And I'm Leo. Let's get into it.
So Leo, you've traveled quite a bit. Have you ever stayed in a hostel?
Oh yeah, tons of times. And honestly, my first time was so awkward. I walked in, saw a top bunk that looked empty, and I just stood there holding my towel, not knowing what to say. I think I just pointed at the bed and said, "This? Mine?"
Oh no, Leo. This mine?
I know. The guy in the bottom bunk just stared at me. It was painful. What should I have said?
Okay, let's rewind that moment. You're standing in the dorm. You want to know if a specific bed is taken. The phrase you need is this bunk taken? Simple. Natural. 4 words that make you sound like you belong there.
Is this bunk taken? Okay, that does sound way better than pointing and grunting.
Much better. Now, let's break it down. A bunk is a bed that's stacked on top of another bed. The top one is the top bunk, the bottom is the bottom bunk. When you say, "Is this bunk taken?" you're asking if someone has already claimed that specific bed. You're not asking the entire room for permission. You're just checking availability.
Got it. So I use this when I walk in and I'm not sure which bed is free.
Exactly. Imagine you have a reservation, but the beds aren't numbered. You see an empty one with no sheets. You point to it and say, "Hey, is this bunk taken?" The other person might say, "No, all yours." Or, "Yeah, my friend's sleeping there."
Okay, simple enough. What if I want to ask about the top bunk specifically?
You just add it in. Is the top bunk taken or is the bottom bunk free? Free and taken are opposites here.
Is this bunk taken? Is this bunk free? Got it. So what about when I walk in at 1 a.m. and someone's stuff is on my assigned bed? That happened to me in Barcelona.
Ah, the classic late night hostel dilemma. You don't want to wake everyone up, but you also need your bed. The phrase I love here is, "Hey, sorry, I think this is my bunk." Notice the word choice. I think. Sorry, you're not accusing them. You're not saying, "This is my bunk." You're softening it. It's polite but clear.
Hey, sorry, I think this is my bunk. That feels way less aggressive than "move your stuff."
Right. Aggression in a shared space creates bad energy for your entire stay. You want to be firm but friendly. Let me give you another scenario. You're in a room and you want to open the window. It's stuffy, but there are 3 other people in the room. What do you say, Leo?
Can I open the window?
That works. But we are going to level you up today. There's a phrase that native speakers use constantly in shared spaces, and it instantly makes you sound more considerate. Ready for it?
Yes, hit me with it.
Do you mind if I open the window?
Do you mind if I? Okay, I've heard this before. What's the difference between "can I" and "do you mind if I"?
Great question. Can I open the window is asking about your ability or permission. It's direct. Do you mind if I open the window is asking about their feelings. Does it bother you? Do you have a problem with it? It's softer, more respectful of the shared space. It acknowledges that your action affects them.
So it's like saying, "I want to do this, but only if it doesn't annoy you."
Perfect summary, Leo. And here is where learners from different backgrounds often trip up. Spanish speakers, for example, might directly translate "te importa si," which is great, but Chinese speakers often skip this entirely because the direct translation feels strange. They might say, "I open window," okay? Which sounds very abrupt to a native English speaker's ear.
I've definitely said "I open window, okay" before. Not my proudest moment.
But now you know better. The grammar is interesting too. You say, "Do you mind if I" plus the present tense. Do you mind if I sit here? Do you mind if I charge my phone? Do you mind if I turn off the light? It's a magic key for shared spaces.
Wait, how do I answer this question? If someone asks me, do you mind if I sit here? And I want to say yes, it's fine. What do I say?
Oh, this is the classic trap. This confuses even advanced learners. Do you mind means, does it bother you? So if you say yes, technically that means yes, it bothers me. If you say no, that means no, I don't mind.
So if I say yes, I'm actually rejecting them?
Exactly. Yes, I mind means go away. But in real life, most people ignore the literal logic and just smile. Or say, sure, go ahead. But if you want to be perfectly correct and native sounding, you say, no, not at all. Or no, go for it.
No, go for it. Okay, I need to practice that because my instinct is to say yes, of course, but that technically means yes, I mind.
You and millions of others. This is one of the most common mistakes in English. Let's do a quick role play to lock this in. I'm a stranger in your dorm. You're sitting on your bunk. I walk in with my bag. Action.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hey, I noticed the top bunk is empty. Do you mind if I take it?
No, not at all. Go ahead.
Perfect. That was native level right there. You didn't hesitate. Now, let me make it trickier. What if the bunk already has a sheet on it and you actually do mind? What if it's your friend's bunk?
Oh, okay. Then I'd say, actually, I do mind. My friend is coming back.
Or even softer. Actually, I think that one's taken. Sorry about that.
Right, because I still want to be friendly. We have to share this small room for the night.
Exactly. Hostel life is all about balancing boundaries and friendliness. Now, let's move to something that surprises a lot of first time backpackers the concept of a curfew. What do you think curfew means, Leo?
It's a time when the doors lock, right? Like you have to be back by 11 p.m. or you're sleeping outside.
Yes, the technical meaning. It's a rule. But here is the cultural insight that most people miss. When you ask what time is curfew at a hostel, you're not just asking about a locked door. You're asking, how strict is this place? Is this a party hostel or a quiet sleep hostel?
Whoa, really? How does curfew tell you that?
Hostels with a strict 10 p.m. curfew are usually quieter, more family run, maybe with older travelers, or a focus on early morning hiking. A hostel with no curfew, or a 2 a.m. curfew, often signals a younger party vibe. The question, what time is curfew, is a vibe check. It's a way to understand the unwritten rules of the space before you accidentally break them.
So if I ask about curfew and they say, we don't really have one, just keep it down after midnight. I know I'm in a social place.
Exactly. And the phrase to ask this is simply, hey, what time is curfew? Or at the reception desk, do you guys have a curfew? It's a practical question, but it carries a lot of weight. Now let's loop back to our first phrase. Imagine you check into a new hostel. You've asked about curfew. You know the vibe. You walk into your dorm. You see an empty bed. Someone is sitting on the bunk below it. You want to claim that top bed without being weird. What's your opening line, Leo?
Okay, let me try. I'd point at it and say, hey, is the top bunk taken?
Beautiful. You sound like a pro. Now, what if they say no, it's free?
Then I'd say, cool. Do you mind if I drop my bag up there?
Look at you. You're weaving the phrases together. That's exactly how real conversation works. It's not just one phrase in isolation, it's a flow. Is this bunk taken? No? Cool. Do you mind if I charge my phone here for a bit?
This feels so much better than my old mine approach.
Significantly better. Now, here's the part that surprises most people. There's a phrase that sounds polite in your head but actually sounds very demanding in a shared space, and learners use it all the time without knowing.
Oh no, what is it? Is it something I say?
Probably. The phrase is, I need to. Imagine you walk into the kitchen and say, I need to use the fridge, or I need to charge my phone. I need sounds very urgent and self focused. In a shared space, it's often better to frame it as a request, not a demand.
So instead of I need to use the outlet, what do I say?
Use our magic phrase. Do you mind if I use the outlet? Or even simpler, is it okay if I plug in here for a bit? You're acknowledging that the resource is shared. You're not just taking it.
That makes so much sense. I've definitely walked into hostel kitchens and said, I need the stove. No wonder people gave me weird looks.
They probably thought you were a very stressed chef. All right, let's do a lightning round. I'll describe a hostile situation. You give me the best phrase to handle it. Ready?
Ready.
Situation 1. You're in a 4-bed dorm. All the outlets are taken. Someone is reading a book with their phone plugged in. The phone is at 100%. You need to charge your dying phone.
Hmm. Hey, do you mind if I unplug your phone for a bit? Mine's about to die.
Excellent. Mine's about to die adds that human urgency without being rude. Situation 2. It's 11 p.m. The dorm lights are still on. You want to sleep, but two people are chatting loudly in the corner.
Oof, that's tough. Hey guys, sorry, do you mind keeping it down? I'm trying to crash. Is crash okay here?
Perfect. I'm trying to crash is a very native way to say I'm trying to sleep. Crash means sleep, especially a quick or deep sleep. It's casual, friendly. They won't feel attacked.
What about shut up? Just kidding.
That's one way to never make friends in a hostel. Okay, last one. Situation 3. You wake up early. You want to pack your backpack, but it's noisy. Everyone else is still sleeping. What do you do?
I pack as quietly as humanly possible.
Yes, but what if you need to turn on a small light to see your stuff?
I'd probably whisper, hey, do you mind if I turn on this little lamp for a second? Just packing.
And that is perfect. You asked. You specified it's for a second. You showed awareness. That's the key to hostel life awareness. The language is just the tool to show that awareness.
So today we learned, is this bunk taken instead of can I sleep here? And do you mind if instead of I need to?
Don't forget what time is curfew as a cultural vibe check. And the golden rule for answering do you mind? No, not at all.
This is going to save me from so many awkward moments on my next trip. I can feel it.
And that's the goal. Now, if you're enjoying this and feeling more confident about your next hostel stay, hit that subscribe button. It tells us you want more real-life travel English like this.
Yes, please subscribe. Help me convince Maya to do an episode on how to order street food without panicking. I need that one. Ask, don't state. Love it. Thanks, Maya.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Travel safe, speak smooth, and we'll see you in the next episode.